This is Twit.
Mobile phone benchmarks are now being gamed just like PC benchmarks. A contributor at the Beyond 3D forum claimed that the Galaxy S4 only ran at 533 megahertz for benchmarking software. AnandTech confirmed this for many, but not all benchmarking apps. AnandTech also found that the CPU ran at different speeds under different benchmarking apps. Code in the TWDVFS app.apk app indicates this is by design. Samsung says the GPU runs at 533 megahertz for many programs, but the maximum GPU frequency, quote, is lowered to 480 megahertz for certain gaming apps, end quote. They say that's to avoid an overload.
Google's announced that starting in August, it will equip 7,000 Starbucks locations in the U.S. with free Google-powered Wi-Fi. Now, Starbucks already offers free Wi-Fi via AT&T, but with the rollout, Google says customers will now get speeds up to 10 times faster than before. Sounds like AT&T is getting kicked to the curb. Burn on you. By the way, if you're in a Google Fiber city, you know, like Kansas City, the speed will jump to 100 times faster. And I predict lots of working from home, meaning working from Starbucks.
The Guardian has a report that spotlights XKeyscore, the National Security Agency's program that allows the NSA to access nearly everything a typical user does on the internet. The information comes from leaked slides from an XKeyscore presentation. In the slides, the NSA program gives access to chats, browsing history, private messages, pretty much anything. For example, it's also easy to use if you wanted to look at a Facebook chat. All an agent would need is a Facebook username and a date range.
I use it instead of Backupify now. Office Mobile came to Android today, as long as you have Android 4.0 or more recent. The app is similar to the iOS Office app. You'll need an Office 365 subscription to view or edit documents. Editing is available for Word and Excel documents, but is limited, and documents are stored in the soon-to-be-renamed SkyDrive. The app is only made for phones. Microsoft recommends using the web version of Office if you've got an Android tablet.
Microsoft earned $853 million in revenue from its Surface tablets since their debut last fall. We know this number because it was revealed in an annual financial report that Microsoft filed with the Security and Exchange Commission, although the number didn't include number of units sold or how many units were RTs versus Pros. Numbers also less than the $900 million that Microsoft had to pay for Surface RT inventory adjustments, and also less than the $898 million that Microsoft paid for Windows 8 and Surface advertising. Although there might be a silver lining here, Walmart apparently is sold out of the discounted Surface RT devices, so it just had to be a certain price.
You know what we don't cover enough of? Word processors. So say hello to Quip, a new word processor that is designed for mobile use. It comes from the ex-CTO of Facebook, Brett Taylor, and it works on the web and iOS. Taylor told TechCrunch that Quip is optimized for the era of tablets and phones. What Quip does, it reformats the document for whatever screen you're using. It also has collaboration tools as well. Quip is free for personal use. A business license is $12 per month, and an Android version is in development.
Bloomberg reports Facebook plans to sell TV-style video advertisements for as much as $2.5 million a day. What is this, the Super Bowl? Reportedly, the 15-second ads will be offered for sale to advertisers later this year on a full-day basis, targeting only age and gender. Users will not see any given ad more than 3 times in one day.
A UK court recently ruled that Microsoft's SkyDrive name infringed on a trademark owned by British Sky Broadcasting, or BSkyB, and Microsoft has agreed to change the name to something else. In a statement issued today, BSkyB notes that Microsoft won't appeal the court ruling and that the company will allow Microsoft to continue using the brand SkyDrive for a, quote, reasonable period of time to allow for an orderly transition to a new brand.
Welcome to Microsoft Remote Storage Product. Douglas McClendon of Kansas filed an FCC complaint against Google, saying Google Fiber terms forbid hosting, quote, any kind of server. In a response to the FCC, Google claims an exemption from the Open Internet Order for, quote, reasonable network management, and cites similar policies of several other major ISPs. Ryan Singal of Wired points out that Google's terms would technically outlaw things like Minecraft and Slingbox, which are servers, but Google employees in their forums say Google would not try to shut down those sorts of servers. Just trust them.
Nintendo released its financial information for the quarter ending in June. The company reported a profit of $88 million, but an operating loss of roughly $50 million. The company sold 160,000 Wii U consoles, which is down from their previous quarter when it sold 390,000 units.